All right, you're welcome to Heroic Academy. This is another website of one of my students. So he's having some issues. So I want to help him solve that. Okay. So, Captain, first of all, let's look at the challenge he's experiencing. First, the challenge is when you click on this. Okay, when you are in maybe if you are using your phone. Oh, sorry about this. If you are using your phone to check this, so if you're in a responsive mode like this, using your phone to check, when you hover on it, it goes. When you hover on it, it shows. But if you're using your phone, what happens is when you click on it, it's like, for example, it will do like this. Do you understand? It doesn't really show. Like when you click on this, it won't show this. It will show it and immediately it disappears. Okay, there are many ways to solve this actually, but the simplest way to solve this is to change slide toggle to just slide down. Instead of slide toggle, it will become slide down. Okay, with that, your phone will accommodate that, and that is the one I'm going to show you the simplest way to get this solved. Okay, very good. All right. But there are other things you might consider, but I think this one will solve your problem. Okay. But if I have time, I might show you a few other things that are important too. You might also do maybe in your future applications. All right. So let's go to JavaScript, where you have okay. First of all, we have to actually locate this. It's in category menu, right? Okay, and the name of the category is what's the name again? Category list, I believe. I should leave it here. Yeah. You can pick it from here. Category list, yeah. Copy it. Then we'll go to JavaScript. Okay. Then you search for it. Alright, so this one is when you click on category, then we have to move down to hover. Now this is where the whole thing is happening. So what you have to do here is to change this to instead of toggle, change it to slide down. Okay, slide down. Okay, slide down or show. Okay, if you don't want it to slide down, if you just want it to show, just put show. I want it to slide down this way. So when you hover on it, it will slide down. But the difference now is that it won't slide up. And it won't slide up. For example, if you point here, now it will slide down. If you move down here, another one will slide down also. It won't actually slide up. Do you understand? That's the difference. And okay, it has a scroll. And another thing you might consider doing, because this is Mosh, is if you click on it, actually it will go and then it will not allow you to do whatever you want. But in phone, if you're using your phone doesn't accept hover. There's nothing like hover in phone. So when you use hover, phone will look at hover as click. Do you understand? And this is a phone mode. You understand? So whenever you hover on it, you don't hover with your phone, you press on it, isn't it? So when you press on it to show the details. If you don't press on it, it won't show any detail. You understand? This is the simplest way to solve this issue. And the issue is solved with your phone with this, okay? But like I told you, there are other options here. Another option you might consider, which is a longer one, is you might do this. Might first of all, it's a long one here. I don't know if I can see if you first of all find all the classes with this category. Okay, then you slide them up before you slide down another. Let's do it anyway. Okay, so what you do is you say um okay, let me see the quickest way to do it. Okay. Okay, you can just say something like this. Can do this. Say then you just say category list. So I want to select all category list. Okay. Dots. Then dot category list dot children. So what I want to do now, category list dot children, just like what we did here. Just copy this, put it here. So category list dot children dot slide up. So when you hover now, what will happen is that it will slide up all category lists. That it will close all category lists. After that, it will now slide down this particular one. Do you get that? So with that now, it also solved the problem for us. So let's check it now. If we hover, it will work, right? So if I hover on this one, okay, it didn't slide up. I don't know why it didn't. Let me save first and see. Okay, the issue here is that I didn't put dots here, so it wasn't actually selecting the category list. So it can now select it. Now let's try it again. Let's see if it will solve our problem. So we'll slide up. Do you see that? Okay, do you see what's happening? But at least it works. Let's just make it show. Okay, I know this will happen. That's why I said it's a long process. It's something you need to kind of think a bit before you do. Let's make it show or hide. Okay, show. Show with show or hide. Then this one, oh sorry, this one will be hide. Why this should be show. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it shows, right? Now if we move here, it shows, right? If we move here, it shows, which is fine. It solves our problem, right? Good. All right, so the problem is solved. Awesome. So with this now, the problem is solved. Okay, that's good. So having solved your first problem, you also made mention of second problem. The second challenge you were having is, let me check my phone. On mobile, if I click on category header, brings out a list of category bits. Okay, and I think that is actually what I solved. Yeah. When a user wants to purchase an item, he needs to sign up. Okay, I believe with the first one, you've solved the first one. So the second one is what I solved for you. Maybe the third one, when I click on any of the categories in the main body, all of them report fashion for me. Okay, let's try this. And now let's click on this any of these category now. So it works fine. Maybe what made it so was maybe because the thing wasn't displaying before then. That was why it wasn't reporting the title. So, but you see the title is showing the correct title, which is fine. Okay, so that one is not a problem, right? Then the fourth one, I cannot also view my password after trying to log in. Okay, so now let's try to log in. Let's see. I will log in. I've registered actually, so I will log in. That maybe I will increase the size now. I will log in to see if I can actually view my own dashboard. Okay, as opposed to change the base URL. Okay, let me quickly change it. Base URL, where I have it. Okay, so I will pick this. Then go to scripts. Put it here. Okay, so with this now, let's go back again and log in again. All right, good. Okay, I believe I'm logging in with the right one. So I noticed something. So you see, we can see actually, we can actually see your passport. But the issue, I noticed something here. If you watch, you see users are showing. If you are a user, this user is supposed not to show to the users. A user of this website is supposed not to see other people that are using it, unless if you want. But I don't think it's ideal. What a user is supposed to see is the user profile, the profile of the user. So what you need to do, you have to create a card like this, say profile. Do you understand? Then call it profile, link it to profile so that a user will see the profile. I'll go to backend and show you. Then here, you also have to show profile, but the profile is hidden. Only admin can see it. So if I go to the user now and change my status, if I change my status as if I change it to admin, see, I can see everything. If I change it now, if I come back, then you see everything shows, but this profile is supposed to be showing for users. Okay, very good. So profile is supposed to be showing, and there's one more thing you need to, and you see there's this error, I will correct it later. There's one more thing you need to notice. These others, if other users of the website, maybe if you have, like, let's say you come here now, you have maybe admin users, then maybe you have customers. It means that these orders, you have to make it visible to customers, because customers can order some stuff. Do you understand? You see, you have customers here. So you have to, maybe, I don't know if customers, if you're also going to make this available for users. So because customers can also be users. So make it available for users. But you have to do it in such a way that if a customer or a user logs in and clicks on orders, the user can only see products he or she ordered, not all the product ordered in the platform. Do you understand? And I believe you can do that. Just think of how you can fetch data from orders table where the details of the customer, maybe where the email of the customer, or maybe where the ID, the customer ID is. Do you get it? So you fetch it that way, so that once the person, so what you have to do is, while working on display order, you have to say if is admin. That is, if the person is an admin, you now you run a particular SQL. Okay, like for example, if the person is an admin, select all orders from orders. Do you get it? As in, select all from orders. But if the person is not an admin, select all from orders where. Do you get it now? You now put that where clause there, where customer ID equals to customer ID. That one will have, that means you have to create two select method. First select method will be select all orders for admin. That one will be for admin. Okay. Then another select other method will be, I think I actually did something similar to that. I think I did. But if I didn't do it please. Okay. So the second select method will be maybe select customer order. So that one will be for a particular order for a particular customer. And they said that one will be a where clause. But why the first one will not have a where clause? Because you are fetching all orders for admin. Do you get it? So that is it. So when you now come to fetch orders, maybe you create a fetch order class. I mean, not class, fetch order method. Okay, in that fetch order method, you have to check whether the person is an admin. If the person is an admin, then you show select all orders. Otherwise, it will be select customer order. Okay, with what I've taught you so far, I believe you can pull through, because this thing is actually very important. So that means this one shouldn't be hidden from users or customer. So these orders and profile shouldn't be hidden for them, because they also need it. I hope you understand. Very good. So having said that, Let's solve this particular issue that is showing. So you see what it's saying, call to a member function row count. The issue here is that comments, you did not have a comment table in your this your database. You didn't have a comment table in your database, and you're trying to fetch from comment, but you've not added comment yet. So that's the issue. So if you go to your dashboard now, you see where is the dashboard? If you go to your dashboard, include where is it? So you're going to see where you're fetching comments, where you're trying to count the number of record in a comment. You know, this method is used to count number of record in a table, and then you added the table, and this is the comments. So you have to silence this first until you create a comment table. When you create a comment table, that is when you will now make this visible again. Okay, so if I go back now and check, you see it goes. So we have these two. Okay, very good. So that said, the only thing I might encourage you to do is to create duplicate any of this class and call it profile. Then you link it to profile. Try to link it so that when someone clicks on it, it will move the person to profile page. Do you understand? So that's another thing you might consider doing. So then finally, to display profile, to make sure that profile is showing in the menu, we have to go to index here, right? Then we'll go to where you have isAdmin. See this profile, you have to remove it from admin block, from isAdmin block. Remove it from isAdmin block, put it above so that it will show for users. Also come to orders. This order, you have to also remove the order from isAdmin block. Okay, because you covered everything. Maybe what you do here is cut this now. You get to where that order is. Where is orders here? Stop it here. Then you have to carry this again. Let's copy this again, so that after order you start another one. You block every other ones. Maybe after. Oh, where is the order? Yeah, this is orders. After the orders, so it will be like this. So what will happen here is that the order will show for users, because some users can order for items so that they will have opportunity to view the item they ordered, to know the status of the order, whether it is delivered or not, whether it has been delivered or not. Do you understand? Because when someone orders for item in your online shop, the person will be checking his dashboard to know when the order is shipped and when it is delivered. I hope you get it. So that's it. Now let's check it again. I'm going to make myself a user again, so that you see what we're going to see. Become a user. Okay, now let's check it. So if you watch, okay, this one I have to cover it, but at least you see we have profile, we have orders. Okay, if you click on profile now, you see your okay, your profile is showing insert product. So you check the mistake you made. You are linking insert product to profile. So just link it. You have to link it back to profile, please. Okay. Let me check it quick. Let me see if something I can just look through immediately. So here's that profile. You see, you're linking it insert table. And I believe it is called profile, right? I don't know, but I think that's what it is called. Let me check it. Okay, I think it's not called profile. Okay, let me check where this profile is actually. Dashboard includes a dashboard. Okay, let me check include first. Includes. Okay, there's nothing like profile here. Does it mean you've not created profile? Is profile here? I think. Edit, fetch, order. Okay, that means it seems you've not worked on profile. It seems you've not worked, because I'm not seeing profile here. View category, view, order, insert, order, edit. Okay, that means there's no profile. So you work on profile. When you work on profile, you now link the profile. Okay, because I can't say the profile here. So when you work on profile, you link it. that profile is necessary. You get me? For people to start using your stuff, you need to work on the profile page. Okay. So I think the only thing I will also do for you now is to this users that is showing. What is that user again? Where is the user? The user that you are showing to, okay, it should be down. You see this users, you have to cut it from here, put it right inside here. Okay, maybe the only thing you might consider doing here is just do this, then you put this, give this profile. Okay, remove this one, you're not counting anything. Profile, then maybe you might consider changing this to link, anchor link. You say anchor link hyper reference equals to, you now link it to profile. You understand? It depends on how you want to do it. Okay, so you now see, let's see what we'll get now. So you see profile will be showing, so that once you click here it will show profile, but it won't do anything for you now. It won't. Okay, until you link it, just link it the way you link all this one. You see the way you link profile. For example, if I should go to that profile now, so let me show you how to link it, because the way we created this is different from just normal linking. Okay, this is it. So you have to come here, just take data URL. Like I told you, you mustn't use this method I used. I decided to use a different method of linking stuff, so that we make extensive use of Ajax method. Okay, use a synchronous way of doing stuff. Okay, but you can just link from here. When you normally, most times you link this way, right? Okay, but in this particular system you built, this is our way of linking. So you follow the same method, otherwise you get confused. Okay, so what we do now is we just put data URL here. Okay, so you link this way. Now you are linking the profile, but it will not move you to profile because you don't have profile yet. Okay, once you have a profile, everything will work for you. Okay, so you create a profile and get it solved. But I think so far so good. Everything is now ordered. I believe all your issues are resolved. Let me check if there's another one. No, cannot view. Okay, so the whole issue is resolved. Thank you so much. Yeah, one more thing I want to do, I almost forgot. One more thing. Okay, I didn't change the URL here, but it's okay. One more thing I want to show you, because I want you to look at this. You need to look more at the responsiveness of your website. Your website is not completely responsive. There are stuff you need to do. You see these two buttons? In some smaller phones, it will move away like this. The button you see is not very visible. So when you get here, why working on the responsiveness of your phone, of your system, of your application? Once you get to, let's say, 437 or 440, depends, make this to be invisible, as in hide these buttons. But we are going to create a copy of this button here, under here, down at the bottom of this particular menu. So what you can do, you can actually literally just copy this button. Okay, put it at the bottom of this, just down here. Okay, let me know, just down here. Okay, so you go to category menu, add it at the bottom here. Do you get it? But it will be hidden in this form. When your website is in this form, you make it hidden. Okay, but when the size of your website got to this form, got to, let's say, somewhere here, maybe 440, you hide this one and you show it. So that way, these two will come to this age. It will look perfect and professional. Okay, anybody that wants to sign up or can sign up by moving here. Okay, but if sign up is so important to you, you can leave sign up. You might not consider closing sign up. Just remove login, put it down at the bottom. so that this will not move away. See how it's moving away. Okay, so that is one. Okay, that's one. Then another one is let's move down here. So everything is down perfect until you get to the bottom here. If you look at the bottom now, look, this is moving away. So what you should do is this: once your phone becomes smaller, as in when you get to, let's say, let's say 400, okay, 400, or even 450, or so 420, you reduce the padding of this further, give it 20, because from here to here is beyond 20, it's like 40 or 50. Make it 20 so it will get here 20. Let it be the same pattern with this. You get me? The same pattern with this, which is 20 or even 10. I believe 20. So give it 20. But keep the footer. Go to where this footer is. Okay, footer. I believe, yeah. The footer container. You understand? The container that contains this footer, this one. Okay, make it width and this side left and the right padding to be 20, so that it will expand and accommodate stuff, so that it will not move away. Like you see how this is moving away. Okay, and it doesn't look professional the way it is now. Okay, once you solve it, and you know you solved everything. Thank you so much.